Hello and welcome to another Flashpoint Campaigns Red Storm video. Tonight I'm going to initiate a campaign. That's going to be a big effort, a lot of time spent recording, a lot of time spent playing, and it's going to take more than a few days to get through it. I intend to try to get through most of this first scenario in the next few days before considering what we're going to do with the next one. Um, It's a big game. It's a big scenario. There's a lot to do to get it set up. I think what I'll do though is show you, for those of you who don't have a lot of experience with the game, how I set up a game that's this big. So let's go ahead and pick the scenario. Pick the campaign. Tonight I'm going to play with emergency resupply off. All right, there we go. And now we have our briefing. 0400 hours 20 July 1989, forces of the Soviet Union crossed the border between East and West Germany near the town of Bad Neustadt, West Germany. The attack had been concealed by months of diplomatic maneuvering by the Soviet Union to get the world to believe it was pulling its combat forces out of Germany and promoting unification. What it comes down to is here they come. So here on the North German plains, the decisive battle is to be fought. Here, there's a single U.S. combat brigade of the 2nd Armored Division. They're defending the area east of Bremen. The larger German port must be kept in NATO's hand. The assignment, as difficult as it is important, the Soviets can attack across almost perfect tank country. The sparsely forested plains make for rapid movement. So, I'm not inclined to read all of this, and that might please some and disappoint others. What I intend to do here is show you quickly how I set up a map of this size, which isn't gigantic, but it's pretty good size, and this big blob of units. Use your OB tool. Click on the brigade headquarters, put them where you want to. You're curious about his command radius? There it is. Looks pretty good. Since I'm going to operate one battalion in this vicinity, that looks like a good start. Then you can come along, that's the mechanized infantry that's fixed in place, and grab battalion headquarters and then a company headquarters and 1st platoon, 2nd platoon, 3rd platoon. So once you've determined your plan, go ahead and use this little tool here to get everybody lined up and in place in such a way that makes sense to execute your plan. Okay, we've been talking about 3 minutes or so. We haven't done anything exciting. Let's go ahead and get back out to the main menu. No, I don't want to save it. That was just goofing around. I have saved a campaign scenario, this one in particular, and as you can see, I've got orders plotted. So let's go through the plan. By the way, I've played this, I don't know, 4 or 5 times, 6 times over the last few weeks. I've tried one thing and another. I've done some searching online on the forums. I've even found some other interesting sources, one of which I will link in the description to the scenario. The bottom line here is I intend to fight with 3rd Battalion 41st, at headquarters right there. In this vicinity, one company will take up positions here. The other company will take in positions here. That would be probably right. Company B, Company A here, Company B, and Company C in this vicinity. There's also a couple of scout sections. One scout section is here. Let's get these command radiuses turned off. He's going to watch this road. This scout section is down here in and among this other two companies we'll discuss here in a moment, and it's going to screen in this vicinity. Now, these two companies are actually part of another battalion. Headquarters 4th Battalion, 41st Infantry Regiment, which that headquarters will be arriving one of these days right here. So they are unattached, uncommanded right now. You see the red says that they have no higher headquarters in their chain of command. We can, for this purpose of the scenario, grab this and drag it up and attach them to this headquarters. Well, it moved on me right here. Headquarters Task Force Hell on Wheels. So let's do that. I thought I did that. Oh, I made a mistake. I grabbed the. It's not the end of the world kind of mistake. I don't believe. 3rd Battalion, 41st. Yeah, I grabbed the wrong thing. Well, I'll tell you what we do. Let's go to the main menu and pick up that save campaign again. Go figure. Just when you think you know what you're doing. There's one headquarters for the mech infantry. There's one headquarters for the armor. So we take him. And this should work. Well, you know, let's see. He is right. And there they are in command control. And go find the armor, which happens to have some interesting additional units. The unit's not here yet, air defense, and some air defense right there, a chaparral, and some armor. Well, let's grab his headquarters and attach it there. And now we should have those guys happy. That scout section is just out of command control, but that's okay. Scouts are trained for that. They're happy, or happier, or happy. The only question I have now, since I have units plotted, let's go ahead and go through this. I intend for these guys to set up here, these guys to set up there, and these guys to set up there, him to go to there, and he's going to stay. These guys are watching this area, and the AI doesn't vary this. There's a armored regiment coming this way. The first time I played this, I held back and defended in this vicinity with my armor and reserve, and it got exciting fast when a regiment of armor came up through here. Now, ultimately, it was a reasonably successful defense, marginal success at the end of the scenario, and The truth is, when I've played this the way I'm playing it here, I end up with about the same result, but I'm going to go with this. For one thing, it's nice to shoot up 2 or 3 or 4 battalions of armor down in this little valley. The article online that I'm going to link you to for this particular setup, and something I read in one of the forums, suggests that this can be defended with very light casualties. Well, there's screenshots out there showing that. My experience is these guys are going to be destroyed. There's not going to be much left of them in short order, in an hour or two. Perhaps those earlier after-action reports were in another version of the game. Maybe the scenario has been altered. I don't know. All I know is that the Soviets are very aggressive, very powerful, and they will come through here and tear this crowd up. The question is, will they have any oomph left to come up through here? The answer is probably something will leak through. We're talking companies of armor rather than battalions of armor, which is enough to cause panic up in here, but there you go. We're going to do our best to shoot them up here, delay them. With the automatic resupply off, these fights do seem to last longer rather than everybody getting an emergency resupply and just continuing to shoot. I like that. It's interesting stuff. That helicopter is part of this Riki unit. He's going to come back up here and kind of keep his eye on this road. He's going to go that way, do the same thing. He's going up here to do the same thing, and this fella is wandering off that way. I don't know what else there is to say. So what do you say we go over here and take a look at the effects? We're not going to have any movement sounds. I need to run the game delay up a little bit. Otherwise, it just ticks along so fast. Not going to have it center the map. That makes the damn thing really twitchy. Combat hints basically says what's happened, if I understand it right, when the shooting starts. So here we are, 13 minutes in, and all you've heard is me. We'll see if we try to keep this to 30 minutes or so. We'll get 1 or 2 command cycles in. Right now we are in 31-minute cycles. They're at 29-minute cycles estimated, about the same. Local EW hindrance is high. Reinforcements showing up in 39 minutes will be some battalion headquarters. In fact, battalion headquarters for this crowd over here. Not him, but them. And an M109. And 20 minutes later, a recce platoon, another F-109, and a section of Vulcans. Really, we don't get anything significant before 160 minutes, 2 hours and 40 minutes. We won't see that in this video. And we're not going to see anything in this video if I don't hit the start. Okay, the pre-plotted moves, bullet bridges are blown, that's nice. Pre-plotted moves are happening. It's 4 o'clock in the morning, night haze, fog, visibility 500 meters. Now this is the kind of thing that can make a big difference in the success down here in this section that we're seeing the fighting going on. If the visibility stays low, stays dark, then perhaps the thermal imaging advantage will really show out for the U.S. Yep, everybody's moving out to their assigned battle positions. Skirmishing has begun down by that bridge, if you can call killing all those BMP skirmishing. That was nice. 2 T-80s killed. Can't complain. Less T-80s is good. Fair warning, last time I played this thing, I think I killed 150 or 170 T-80s, and they had more. So there's 2 full tank regiments running around here somewhere. Just when you think you've killed enough T-80s, they pull another battalion out of the hat. Yeah, that's kind of like spoilers, isn't it? But that's okay. 28 minutes remaining. All these, this stuff really affects the speed of play. I can speed it up a bit by going 100 millisecond game delay. That'll speed things up a little bit, but most of these call-outs, hit animations, combat hints, drawing the line of fire, and a sound really slow things down. But that's okay. That's what we're here for. We're here to watch this at a reasonably pleasant pace. More T-80s going down, and so far I don't think we've taken any losses. And that's nice. Who knows? Maybe it'll be a good day for NATO. Come dawn, if the weather clears at dawn, it will get, well, let's see, dawn, haze. Okay, we got 2,500 visibility. This is where the Soviets start getting theirs. Still killing up on some tanks across the river, but they're beginning to return fire. Would have been nice to have 20 or 30 minutes of 500-meter visibility, but it's not happening for us. And more pre-plotted movement. And there goes our first losses. Bradley killed. Payback 2 T-80s, but there are plenty of T-80s. Just a handful of Bradleys, but there are plenty of T-80s. Looks like B Company is getting into position. Headquarters will have to be plotted to follow. Maybe 2 out of 3 of those infantry company headquarters will get out. Maybe. Light them up, guys. Light them up. Looking good. We're killing them up. 4 T-80s. And another Bradley. Bradley and heavy machine gun. And more 3 T-80s. And another mech rifle killed. Really, oh, that guy's scooting already. Reading some of the descriptions, the after action descriptions, and talking about stomping this tank regiment in the mud, and total losses maybe a little bit more than what we've seen already in the first handful of minutes. Hard to believe. Maybe I'm doing it wrong, and if anybody knows what that's about, point and giggle, leave a comment. Three T-80s, nice platoon kill. 1 T-80, huh? Well, it's be a lot of dead vehicles there, but they've got and they also have monstrous artillery in this scenario. It's ugly. Ooh, killed the scout headquarters. Not sure why they shot back there to begin with. Goodness, another Bradley killed. And just taking the mech infantry apart. But those tanks in the front of us is where they oh man, look at that. As soon as those guys came out of their fortified position, as soon as they were no longer dug in, they're just getting shot to pieces. Thin skid vehicles, headquarters to utility. Oh, for MLRS. It's dawn, clear, max visibility 3,000 meters. Still 21 minutes to go. Looks like we may only play this first command cycle in this video. And some tanks crossing the mines. That's another thing that's been very useful down here. A belt of mines over here on this side of the bridge been helpful. Could be that's why they're coming in such strength in this direction. Mines are fun. Seen the AI do funny things when they get into the mines later in the game. I think they tend to sit there trying to clear them sometimes. Another Bradley. Still 20 minutes to go. This is slow going, slogging along. Two BMPs. Look at all. These guys are going to be in and among these guys, or maybe them, in short order. If they don't start shooting what's right in front of them rather than what's on the other side of the water. Now they're reaching out 2 kilometers. Nice, killed a BMP, but there's a tank platoon at your front door. Come on, guys. Oh, look, they've given some M111. 3 T-80s killed. Oh, there was more than that there. Oh, that's nice. Those guys have scooted away, leaving a platoon of M1s by themselves there. Another Bradley bites it. Bradleys are taking it hard. And the scouts are finally getting in position. Here and here, here. Well, that guy wanted an easy shot. Another headquarters, a recce, and a utility. Right when the better part of 10 T-80s gets in his face. I've never quite understood what the AI is up to when it does that sort of thing. You know, it's reaching out 2 kilometers, smacking it. I guess they're soft targets, maybe they're easy kills, but goodness, you'd think you'd be paying attention to the main battle tanks that are about to park in your lap, but I guess that's why we call it games. I don't know. ATGM launches, more soft vehicle kills. Killing headquarters like crazy. I'd like to know whether that it really has any effect. I mean, it'd be they should be high priority. Okay, dawn, light rain, max visibility 2,000 meters. That's still about 1,500 meters more than I'd like to see. And he's scooting. Up, 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 up. The close assault in the middle. That's ugly. There's at least 9 T-80s in there. Well, 8. 14 minutes to go. Yeah, this will be the only command cycle in this initial setup. And, oh, goodness. We may have a demonstration here of how to lose this campaign quickly. If these guys don't do a better job of shutting these guys down. Now, the visibility restrictions, you can see there have been a lot of things killed through here. My guess is they're still in there working their way either back that way, although we haven't seen any in the minefields, or coming around this way. And I'm glad I wasn't there anymore. 2,000 meters. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the artillery is just hammering our positions. Even if they don't kill anything, it reduces readiness, and that's awkward. Well, another tank platoon, and he came out of that close assault and died. That's good. I'm all for that. Oh, look, another tank company has popped up. There's a tank company there. Well, a little bit less than a tank company now. The better part of 2 platoons just charged up onto the doorsteps again. And everybody else is still moving to their initial positions. Oh, that's very bad. Every time we lose an M1. 3 T-80s died there. 9 minutes. Things are speeding up. There are fewer things to play with the computer. Goodness. Just when I start crying the blues, we start hurting things just ferociously. Still, I'm counting more than a tank battalion in sight. Something in the order of 4 companies total. Oh, and a battalion, a company of BTRs. We're running low on ammo. See, we just kill guys until the cows come home. And the follow-on echelons are fresh and they've got ammunition, and we're tired and we're running out of bullets. I mean, you're starting to see the pattern here. That's the plan. Yep, they got a T-80 back there. And dawn, haze, fog, max visibility 2,500, which opened up, and we can see things like that now. 6 minutes left, and yeah, this guy has just gone to rearming. He's low ammo. He's going to get run over before he can do anything about that. Or maybe he'll just die in place. And now he wants to scoot. He wants to get out of there. 4 minutes. And before he could go, there's a tank platoon and more in his face. Maybe the mech infantry adjacent to him can give him a little help, but I still see a lot of grief coming up the road. Well, we're at 30 minutes. About 3 minutes of in-game time left. We run over 30 minutes a little bit and review the situation. Oh, look. It's your artillery. Okay, well, that sucked. It was cool when it fell on him. Yeah. Oh, well, I'm thinking he's thinking 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Oh, 3 out of 4. All the Bradley's dead in that unit. He's reaching out across there and killing more T-80s. Nice. Nice. Oh. Okay. 31 minutes, 30 seconds. Let's take a quick look what we're seeing. Something's coming down this road. That victory point has been taken. This one has not. These guys have blown the bridges. That's excellent. I will have to order them out of there. And these guys have done not half bad. They've taken a lot of damage in the process. Let's take a quick look at the reported kills. We've had 15 vehicles or units fall out, 3 dead. We're claiming 83 tanks. Now, guys, that's a regiment that's taken a brutal bashing. Ought to be between 90 and 100 tanks, including headquarters in a regiment, right? 3 battalions. My, 30 years ago, I would have told you down to the number of shoelaces. It was something I cared about. These days, I'm operating on old information. 24 mech, that's the better part of a battalion. 3 infantry, so there's a lot of infantry walking out there. 9 headquarters, 1 air defense, 16 transport. We have lost right there 3 infantry. Who's been claiming the kills? Well, there's some Bradleys saying they've got a boatload of tanks. And there's the armor saying they have killed, goodness, that's 3054, and had 2 tanks fall out. It's all looking pretty good. So I guess that'll end it for right now. Thanks for watching, and keep an eye on this channel. There'll be more just as soon as I can get it done. Thank you again, and see you soon.